Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another training series. Today we're going to talk about some of my favorite reversal patterns, all about candles and price action. I'll show you guys a little bit about what I do and some back testing, not a whole lot. I want you guys to do most of it yourself to see how it works and do your research on the candlesticks that we're going to talk about. So here we go. All right, so today we're going to talk about these two here, dojis and spinning tops. Okay, they both look kind of the same, except for price is very close. The opening and the close of price on dojis are very, very similar, very close. These ones are a little bigger. Sometimes you're going to mistake one for the other. It's really not that big of a deal. So if you see two of these together, or one of these and one of these together, so either two dojis, two spinning tops, or a doji and a spinning top. If you see these together around areas of support, resistance, trend lines, zones, anything like that, anything that's another confluence, if you see these two near areas of important support or resistance or an important trend line, and price has been going one way and you're waiting for that reversal, and then you see two dojis, two spinning tops, or a combination of the both in the middle. This is going to be a huge, on the daily, it's going to be about an 85% chance of a reversal. On the 4 hour, it'll be about a 75% chance of reversal. This whole game is about, percentages. And I'm telling you, these are very, very accurate trades. And I'll show you exactly how to trade them here in just a second. So let's go over to Bitcoin. I've highlighted 4 areas. There's plenty of other areas, but these are 4 important areas for me. For spinning tops and dojis, I mean, I can already see another one that's just, just jumping out at me. So let's keep it to the 4. So let's start with this one. So, okay, we're coming down. We're coming up. Okay, we hit an area of resistance right here. This was resistance. We broke through, or support. We broke through it. Now it's become resistance. We've had on the daily 1, 2, 3, 4 stabs to the high to try to break this resistance. We could not do it. You see the spinning tops and the dojis. I think there's 4 of them, 3 of them here. So you would enter the trade, and the bottom drops out here. And on a leverage trade from 6,700 all the way down to 5,800 is a huge, huge trade. And most of it would have been, I would have got out right after the spike candle here. So what you'll do here is we'll look at this candle here. And it's very simple. You can either enter after the second combination of the candle. You want to try to let it, obviously get up into this area. You want to try to get as high up in the area as you can, or you do it right after the second candle closes, and then you can ride it down. Okay, some people do it a little differently that are a little bit more cautious traders. Okay, the biggest one here, this one here, this is a spinning top or a doji. Some people call it a doji. So I'm going to draw this box around the top and around the bottom of that. Okay, and then I'm going to drop down to the 4 hour. And I'm going to find that box, which is right here. Let me fix that a little bit. Okay. So what some people would do is wait for it. Once they get those, once they'll dial down, you can see 1 spike, 2 spike, 3 spikes to the highs with shooting stars coming down, huge bearish reversal signals. Okay, but what some people do is wait for it to break the low. This is the low of the doji. This is the high of the doji. Remember, I highlighted that area of the doji. So these candles right here are likely the doji, these 6 candles. And so once we break the low of the doji, after the candle closes, you would enter right here, and then you would catch all of that trade. I like to enter up here because it gives you the highest probability and the biggest risk-reward ratio for you to get on the trade. And there's really no stop. There's really no drawdown up here. But this is a very safe trade too. Look at the drawdown's like $1, and then boom, straight down to the downside. Now let's check out the next one. We'll go back up to the hourly chart. Slide back to, or excuse me, the daily chart. Slide back to the second example. So we're going up. Then you got the two dojis here, send you back down. Okay, now we've hit this area, this level right here. Excuse me, this level right here, we've just broken up above this level. Now we're holding this level, okay? And if you also notice, you've got a head and shoulder here. So on the right shoulder, you've got two dojis that pop up here, two spinning tops right here. Okay, two spinning tops on resistance or on support and on a right shoulder. Okay, beautiful, perfect setup. Okay, again, I'm going to highlight the longest. I will highlight the longest wick here. I'll highlight this spinning top. Okay, so I would enter right after the second spinning top right here. I would just enter the trade. Okay, because I know this is a right shoulder. I can see this is the left shoulder. This is the head. This is the right shoulder, and then boom. Okay, but I'm not even looking at that. I'm looking at this right here. This is my favorite reversal pattern. So I'm on support. I'm on a right shoulder. This is the third reason why I should buy this. And now I have my favorite reversal pattern. Now, let's go back to the way some people would dial in to this trade. Okay, so this is the doji. Some people would wait for it to break up and above this doji here. Okay? Some people would wait for it to break up and above this doji here. Let's zoom in for you just a little bit. Let me get my battery charger here. Okay, so you wait for it to get up and above this right here. As soon as it pops up and above, you can enter there or wait for the retest. And then look what happened after that. I mean, it's just astronomical what happened after that. Let's go back to the daily to look at that a little clearer. There it is. The double doji. Then we went from, after the double doji entry was here or here, let's go here, 6,300 to 8,500. How many of you would like to call it that trade? Right here on the daily chart. Another one way up here, okay? We are at a nice, beautiful area of resistance. We've broken through it. Now we're holding up in this area where all this resistance is, all these wicks. We're holding up in that area after a huge rally up. We've got the double top. We've got the tweezer top here. We've got the two nice bull or bearish candles coming down. Tried to spike back to the upside. We're not able to. It's sustaining. We've got three pretty much dojis and spinning tops together. Here's the entry in here. Probably right after this candle here. Your stop loss is above the candle, and look how far you drop down. So you're in here from 8,200 all the way down to 6,200. I mean, we're talking $2,000 on a leverage trade, and you go buy Lamborghini. They're all over, guys. We can keep that going. Here's another one I just picked out. The rally's going up. You can see the area. We are talking about resistance being held here. You can see it here. You can see it here. You want to try to be perfect about it, we can go something like this or maybe that. So we see the resistance after the rally up, and we see the spinning tops here, the spinning top here, and the spinning top here. It would be above, stop loss be above here, and what happens? Boom, plummets to the downside, 7,300 to 6,100. I'm sure you guys get the point now. We could keep going on and on, but I just wanted to give you guys kind of an idea, some insights of what I look like. We've talked about support and resistance. That all takes a very key part here. We could even, look at this being a fourth reason to take this trend. I mean, we got another trend line coming down. I mean, so it's not only hitting this support or resistance here, hitting the trend line coming down. We got the double dojis. We got everything we need, and then see you buy the trend line. And the price just plummets out of the sky. So keep that in mind, guys. We'll go over a lot more advanced candle patterns, and the next couple of training videos. We're gonna get a lot more into candle patterns and price action. It's my favorite way to trade. This is why you guys don't see me use a lot of indicators. I only use moving averages when I feel like it. They're always here. They're in the left-hand corner. If I just go in here, my three indicators are here. I just don't use them all the time. But it could give me a fourth reason to take a trade like this. Let's just be curious real quick. Let's just jump on here. I didn't even cover that. No, not everywhere. It's not giving me a fourth reason to do anything like that. Here, we see how it breaks above the MAs here, giving you confirmation that it is another upside move. This broke down below the MAs, giving you an indication, excuse me, it's holding below this MA. But no, I don't get any crazy exciting things, maybe in here a little bit, that say these indicators are helping me. But these are other tools for me. I use these indicators for all kinds of other tools, seeing if is the rally going to continue? Have we broken below all of the MAs? Is the rally going to, is it going to continue very far down? I use them when I need them, and I've always used them, and I use them on Forex too, so they're always here. So, but you guys see them. My charts are clean. I like to read the candles, and I like to read support and resistance that I put up there myself. But I'm guaranteeing you half the world is using it. So I'll show you one thing I looked at as I was going through the charts. We just talked about it. So right now, I just drew up this chart. Let's just get rid of everything real quick. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, we have a high. Okay, we talked about the highs. So let's just focus on the high. Let's get everything else out of our mind except for the high. Oh, sorry. So let's draw a big line over that high. Here is the high. Now, price driven down from the high back into the high. What do we have here? We have a doji. Okay, on important resistance. This is the high. We are not breaking it. Big rally up to try to get through it again. It didn't happen. One drive to the high, two drives to the high, three drives to the high. This candle closes in a couple of hours. When it does, we'll have two dojis in an important area of resistance. What are we going to do? I'm going to short it to the downside because 8.5 times out of 10, this trade's going to go my way. So keep an eye on stuff like this, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to have many more just like it. Please put some comments in below if you guys liked it, so we know to do a lot more just like it. So if you guys haven't taken advantage of that ebook, in the description below, as always, click that link, Cryptocurrency Consumer Guide. Excuse me, it's the Bitcoin Consumer Guide.com/YT. That's like YouTube. You'll get your book. It's called the Cryptocurrency Consumer Guide. And your free training series given to you guys by Cody Sperber, the clever investor himself. So, till next time, we'll see you guys on the next training series.